Welcome to the November 2022 Temecula Housing Market Report. It was a rough month in Temecula. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, you definitely need to watch this video. We hit a number that we have not hit since 2008. To see that and some more really good info, watch this video. Just a quick reminder, all the information that we're about to look at is for the city of Temecula only, and it is based on single family homes. It does not include information about condos, townhomes, or mobile homes. And the reason for this is that single family homes make up the overwhelming majority of sales in the city of Temecula, and in my opinion, give us the most accurate state of the market. So let's dig into it. We hit a number that we have not hit since 2008, and this is not a good one. And that is the number of homes sold in a month. For the month of October this year, we only sold 93 homes. We posted another really low number for the month of September as well, but October even lower. So if we go back and look at October 2021, we sold 179 homes. October of this year, 93. That is 48% less homes sold in the month of October this year compared to last year. Month over month, September, we sold 98, October 93. So 5.1% less homes sold in the month of October than in September. So we're going to dig into this a little bit more so you guys can see how low these numbers actually are. All right, so we went back and took the average number of homes sold for the month of September, October, and November between 2015 and 2019. For September, between the years of 2015 and 2019, the average number of homes sold during that month was 162 compared to 98 for this year. So huge difference there. Same thing with October. Average number of homes sold during the month of October between 2015 and 2019 was 159. Compare that with 93 from this October. We went ahead and did November as well, but obviously we're going to have to wait till next month until those stats come out. So if you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see what that number is, along with all the other stats that we're giving you so you can keep a good eye on the market. And we intentionally left out 2020 and 2021 because that's when things were way out of whack. If we would have included the numbers from 2020 and 2021, that would have actually driven these averages up higher and created more of a separation between what happened over the last couple months and what happened back between 2015 and 2019. Now let's look at active listings. This is the number of homes that were actively for sale at the end of a given month. So for October of this year, there were 307 homes actively listed for sale at the end of the month, which is down a little bit from September when there were 324. For the last couple months, this number has dropped a little bit, not significantly. In August, we were at 350. Now we're at 307. So not a huge drop there. And if you go back and kind of look at this chart here, you can see that 307 is not an abnormally low number. It's been much lower back here in 2013. We kind of hit a little bit of a slide as far as inventory goes. So this isn't a very concerning number. What is a little bit concerning is the fact that this number is where it is and we had such a low amount of sales. Obviously, there's a lot going on with rates. People are kind of stepping away a little bit, and we're seeing that reflected here in this number compared to the number of homes sold. Now let's take a look at interest rates. Interest rates have gone up again. We are currently right at 7.3% for the 30-year fixed, up from 6.75% ending the month of September. And if we go back and look at October of last year, we were at 3.2% when we ended the month of October in 2021. So rates are obviously still continuing to climb. The Fed raised the federal fund rate 0.75% a few days ago here, and they're projected to raise it again in December. So we'll most likely see another bump in the interest rate here as we head into the end of the year. And of course, one of the big questions is, how is that going to affect prices? Let's take a look. For the month of October of this year, the median price for a single family home in Temecula was $700,000. And that is down just a little over 4% from the previous month when we were just under $730,000. So just a little over a 4% drop month over month from September to October. And if we go back and look at October of last year, median price was $715,000 compared to $700,000 of this year. So homes were selling for about 2% less during the month of October this year compared to last year. All right, and here we are looking at a new slide that we put in for this month. So prices in Temecula peaked out in April of this year. Here's a look at April of this year from the top of the market to where we are right now. In April, median price was $767,500 compared to $700,000 now, which is a 8.8% drop in price. Again, that's from April of this year when we were at the top to where we are right now. And here's another really good stat that we like to keep a close eye on, and that is list price compared to sales price. For the month of October this year, homes were selling for, on average, 4.3% less than list price. And that is down from September when they were selling for 3.5% less than list price. If we go back to October of last year, homes were actually selling for a little bit more, 0.6% more than list price. So pretty big swing in that number over the course of the year. And just a little bit more info for you on this topic, and I don't have this on a slide, but in May of last year, homes were actually selling for 5.4% above list price. So we're at 4.3% less now. In May of last year, 5.4% more. Next up, days on market. Let's look at how long it is taking for these houses to sell. So for October, average days on market was 33. That's up just 1 day from the month before in September when it was 32. If we go back to October of last year, average days on market was 19. So that is trending up still. And we're going to take a little closer look at that to show you how these numbers compare to what's happened in the past. All right, so this chart shows us back in time a little bit as far as how long it's taken for houses to sell. So again, here we are at 33 for the month of October. If we go back here and look, this is all, like, I like to look at the pre-COVID stuff. It wasn't abnormal to get down into the range we are right now, but it was the low end. So we still have a little ways to go before we get back into like the 40, 50 range, but it looks like we're kind of heading in that direction. So that's good. If you are buying or selling a home, here are some things that you need to keep in mind, starting with selling your home. The first thing is you need to price your home accordingly. You need to make sure that you're working with an agent that understands the market. The market is very volatile right now. And if you don't start off with an appropriate list price, it's probably going to end up costing you a lot of money. Next, your home has to be properly staged. I would recommend working with a professional staging company, but at the very least, your home needs to be as clean as possible, both inside and out. And any major repairs that need to be done, take care of those before you list your home. There are a lot more houses for sale now than there were even just a few months ago. Buyers have more options. If they walk into your house and it's dirty and looks like it needs a lot of work, they're just going to move right on to the next house. Next, as a seller, you need to have realistic expectations and understand that the market has changed. You can't sell your house for the same price you could sell it for 6 months ago because a lot has changed since then. There's a lot more houses available. Rates have doubled, making homes much less affordable and shrinking the buyer pool. So if you are going to sell your home, you need to adjust your expectations to the current market and realize it's not the same as it was 6 months ago. If you're buying a home, here are a few things to keep in mind. First off, interest rates. Obviously, interest rates have skyrocketed over the last 6 months. If having a lower interest rate is important to you, this is something that you could actually do. Talk to your agent and your lender about doing a seller-paid rate buy-down. If you want more information on that, I'll put a link to a video in the description below that talks about how to purchase a home with a lower interest rate. Timing. I've had a lot of conversations with people about whether or not now is the right time to buy. And what I can tell you based on those conversations is that everyone has different circumstances. For some people, it's absolutely the right time to buy, and for others, it's not. If you'd like to talk about your situation specifically, give me a call. I'm happy to help you. Next, negotiation. This is a plus for buyers right now. Not only are we in the typical slow season for real estate, but with everything else that's been happening, rates going up, prices have come down a little bit, homes are selling for quite a bit less than list price on average like we saw earlier. So for anyone buying right now, there is definitely room for negotiation, and we are seeing sellers make a lot more concessions than we have over the last few months. I hope you found that information helpful. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Southern California, don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions that you have. I'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.